Welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as we get right back to it in the third.
Hey everybody, just jumping back in here to the second half. I lost the beginning of the third quarter here, but
and the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
I had to step away and I just forgot to save.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook able to escape. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
If you resume a game like that, you want broadcast camera back on, you do have to go back in and adjust it. I just forgot on that play. Oops.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on first down. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Quickly to field here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Give him 14
I for the life of me cannot get
CD with that last pass, he joined a group of about
the right
50
cornerback
men that are over 30,000
matching up on
passing
Thielen.
yards. So look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. The Vikings on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it 6'6", and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll drop to throw. Got some room at the 30. Open man is Galloway, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Yeah, just keep getting penalties on those RPOs. And then I'll just go man again.
Across midfield down to the 45.
I'm sure what Ragnar was doing
As a
there.
lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds his man, Griffin. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. They'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Yeah, defense actually start playing though. Great. Haven't even stopped them at all.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to the receiver field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
No idea it was this open. Pass blocking slider's probably a little too high this week. Doing some experimenting with it, and it's just all day to throw. And I just couldn't see where he's going. We had underneath coverage too, so that's one of the reasons he got open there. It's mostly because of that coverage adjustment. If you don't get pressure, that can happen.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
Even challenge that.
You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I think they can run out of contact, huh?
2nd and 11.
Pretty close.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Let's be able to win here.
Cousins just going to take this
defense
one
let us down again.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation. Right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home.
Another game that
should
have won. Could have won.
That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Minnesota, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit,
we shut them down pretty well last week.
To the column, that drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Six catches for 210. This is just, and the coverage is just too tight. So, more changes. I'll be updating the slider thread here on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. But otherwise, that's gonna do it. Lines are 1-9. Just seeing a lot of Madden stuff happening, but it's avoidable. I mean, there are some things that I've made mistakes. You know, the game's not playing perfect, but I'm certainly not playing perfect either. So, been close in some of these games. But yeah, curious to hear if you have feedback. How's your franchise going? Let me know. You can post here, you can post on Operation Sports, but that's where you can find the sliders themselves up on OS on their forum there. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the Lions will get back to their winning, can't even call them winning ways. Hopefully they'll get another win the next time they play. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Mike Lowe. I'm on Twitter, MikeLowe47. Thanks for tuning in and subscribing.